matchup features one team who likes to get it done through the air. The Texans are top 10 in pass yards, and they're going up against the Chiefs, who will need to be ready to cover a lot of space.
All right, thanks, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and NRG Stadium in Houston. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Houston Texans. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And an alley to run. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. So how about that? You want to talk about coming into a hostile environment and just silencing the crowd. They just did it.
Couldn't be a better start. There's no way. All week long, they've talked about having this type of a start, but I think they looked at it from the offensive team's perspective. You know, get the opening kickoff. You guys control the ball. A lot of people are now going to say, okay, now your offense, will they be out of whack? No, not at all. They're going to be absolutely happy. They're relaxed. They took care of business for them. They don't have any pressure now. They can just go play.
And he's giving me the sob story, and I'm just feeding completely into it, you know, because, I mean, what's the point of being rude and screwing him over? You know, I'm trying to be... I'm trying to be a nice guy. So, after... I'm not going to lie, you know, I'm not going to lie to you guys. I started shitting myself when it came time for him to pay, because I printed out the fucking receipt, and the receipt is longer than me and him are tall, and you stack us both on top of each other. I'm like, this motherfucker's gonna take a look at this receipt and be able to tell that there's 4 of the same items all next to each other. I'm gonna get fucking fired and sent to jail. Like, there's some jail time type shit. I'm going to jail.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. So how about that for an intriguing start? The opening kickoff of the ball game, return for a touchdown. So now the other return teams out there, as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. Deshaun Kaiser, the former Notre Dame man, will lead his troops onto the field.
He's only 12-11 in his career at Notre Dame as a starter, and that scares some scouts, but others still see the intriguing mix that is Deshaun Kaiser, a guy who can throw the ball, make any throw you're looking for, and of course escape pressure with his legs as well.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. On 1st and 10, Kaiser. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. And let's take a look at the Texans offense.
With DeAndre Hopkins, I think anyone who's calling plays for him has 0 limitations. And what I mean by that is he's a guy you can move outside, you can move him inside, play him on the left side, on the right side. It doesn't matter. Some guys, they have to have the ball in a certain spot. Not Hopkins. Long, short, intermediate. He just wants the football. And then after that, he usually does some pretty good damage with run after catch.
Dumps it off for Irvin. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. And this defensive line will be looking to control the point of attack.
And that's what they've done throughout this season. This is a terrific unit. They play together very, very well, and they don't permit big plays to happen.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. From the gun, Kaiser. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. A gain of 7, and they pick up the first.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their performance.
And his first carry, he loses the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
And his kick is good. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken just and all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
It's fucking hilarious because anyone who's ever seen a fucking movie of like a pimp or a really strong dude slapping the fuck out of a chick, that is the body language that Eric gave off when the punches fucking connected. This thing hit the back of 180 and landed face first onto the fucking grass and put both his hands over his eye. You know, it just didn't move. Didn't move, say shit. Just, he's fucking done. Now, of course, upon seeing this, his slightly taller opponent shoves both his fists into the fucking air and loudly exclaims, "Motherfucker, wave your hands, nigga!" And he starts shadowboxing and shit to add insult to fucking injury and shit. So then he starts walking off with his fucking entourage.
So they're operating in the red zone. In motion right is Watkins. Our first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. And that score will do it. He is now the most prolific touchdown rusher of all time.
When they always talk about a runner who has a nose for the end zone, this player exemplifies that statistic. And now it's been quantified. The all-time touchdown rushing record in the NFL.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get...
Now he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you in this situation.
And got his man complete. That one goes for 36 yards.
Today's receivers in the NFL, they're the complete package nowadays. We know they can run, we know they can catch, but they have those big frames now. So oftentimes they just out-physical guys downfield and go up and catch the football. And we saw a big gain as a result on that play.
Going deep for Hopkins. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Justin Houston. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. So a first quarter sack, and remember, keep in mind, he had 2 sacks in last week's game.
And it's always intriguing to me to watch these great pass rushers because some of them, they need their teammates to scheme for them. Maybe occupy people and make it a one-on-one.
The pressure gets to him again. Chris Jones in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. You know, a week ago was one of the best defensive performances I've ever seen. He had 5 sacks. Here we go again.
And he's the type of player that'll keep an offensive staff up all week, trying to figure out how to slow him down. But at some point, they just have to take account of themselves and say, I got to get bodies in front of him so he doesn't disrupt our offense totally.
It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. And now here comes Kansas City. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards. This says the very next week, hey, let's back.
That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. And give him a gain of 37. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from it. And he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
In motion, Hill. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, and he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
Butker now to add the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Deshaun Kaiser making his way out to the huddle. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well. But the pressure, it's got to him. Shift together here from the D-line. Kaiser on first down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. The second down carry for Urban. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that right there to get a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. And he is going to feel that one. Knocked down hard. They'll get 11, but still a little short. Fourth down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at about the 14. Spins by. And now here comes Kansas City. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on this 4th possession.
All right, now look at 56.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And Hill with it over the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back.
That way, if you're on the outside of my door, it sounds like I'm trying to get some privacy, right? No less than 10 minutes later, my room's door, and here's the
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete.
She comes over, she lays on my bed, man. You know, we start kissing, we start hugging, and it gets to the point where it is grossly apparent that sex is about to happen. And lo and behold, my little fucking asshole brother.
Clean. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. Play fake there to Hunt. Now Mahomes. Letting one go deep for the... This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 27 years.
Roll up, let's get high, folk. Rolling, yeah, we turned up. Pouring lean in the cup. Big bitch, she twerking ass. Told that bitch I wanna fuck.
And the Chiefs have got it on cruise control.
Your little hoe was selling pussy. Fucking for a few bucks. Fucking like he wants something.
And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, it told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. Kaiser now on second down. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Chris Jones in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. He is racking the sacks up. Charles, 5 last week, now 2 here.
I don't care what they've done in scheme. It's not working. I mean, you do it all day long, all night long. They did it all week, and it hasn't worked. And in fact, on that last sack, I thought I saw him drop a Pro Bowl ballot at the feet of the quarterback and say, here's a pin right in my name.
He keeps playing like this. He'll be dropping those ballots from a plane above the city. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Taking it about the 16. Shifts past him at the 45. Might have been 1 man away from 6 points. As it stands, it's a huge return. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. In motion left is Watkins. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. On second down, here's Mahomes. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelsey with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chiefs just continue to pour it on. The tight end can kind of be that diamond in the rough secret weapon that you have, and right there they show you why.
And it's becoming less of a secret, isn't it, partner? Every game that we do nowadays, the tight end is a featured receiver, not just a blocker, as in the days of old.
And the route is on here in this first half. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time.
Hey, what's up, guys? Last week's as you can see, I got a little bit of more
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked by Kendall Fuller.
Man, partner, this is something quarterbacks love to do, and that's outthink a quarterback. If you get a sense that they're going to throw a quick out route or a quick hitch, you can just lay back an extra yard or two, but then really put your foot in the turf and drive on the football. And here I think he baited the quarterback into the throw and made it pay off.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Chiefs have got it on cruise control. And partner, sayonara to Randy Moss's 07 record. That is the 24th receiving touchdown this year for him. He's the new king.
Well, always remember how Randy did it. Going deep, going over the top of people, and catching those touchdown passes. But what we've witnessed here today, what we've witnessed throughout this season, great new memories have been created by the new king.
Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Texans now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll run it now out of the gun. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
While we know that the identity of this offense is to throw the ball, they've got to run it every so often, and for no other reason than to tamp down the pass rush. They can't let them just tee off and get to their quarterback.
And this is going to be incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This is taken at the 15.
Whoosh.
He had one man to beat. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. And now here comes Kansas City. They've got to be saying, boy, thanks for this field position.
Yeah, remember their last drive in which they scored a touchdown. That one also began in excellent field position. So let's see if they can capitalize a second time.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Hines throwing on second down. On target over the middle to Hill. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. Doing it again with his third touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Chiefs just continue to pour it on. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere. And he loses the football a second time. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Give them 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
Here we go.
On first down, Irvin. And he's got room. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
Here we go. You're 38.
On play action, Kaiser. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
3rd and long for Kaiser. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. Kaiser now to throw on first down. And pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
From the pistol, it's Irvin. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
And that is incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 23. And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 30, 10, and all the way.
Aspirations and Yu-Gi-Oh card dreams.
Kill on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chiefs have got it on cruise control.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strike ability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football, but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
And a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
This one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed. Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. He'll return it from the 6. Look at the spin.
Balance.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now here comes Kansas City. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. In motion, Hill.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Back to Philly. Here we go. No. Jack Patriot. No. Jack Patriot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They go play action here on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 24 yards. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And look out, a big hit to the shoulder pads took him right off his feet at the 3-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Hunt. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Chiefs just continue to pour it on. And let's not forget he had the receiving touchdown earlier. Now a trio of rushing touchdowns. Quite a performance.
Diversification, that's all you can talk about. His ability to do everything leaves him on the field on every down on offense because you can hand it to him as we've seen. What'd you say, 3 rushing touchdowns? And, of course, throw it to him where he's caught 1 as well.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Right back to Irvin. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
C.J. Fedorowicz, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. D. Ford in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Kaiser hit, and he lost the football. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
This is complete to Watkins on the slam. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Actually, I remember thinking that he was going to apologize. He walks up on me, man, he gets close, and just completely without warning, punches me right in my fucking mouth. I fall back, get up, and I fucking turn around, man. I fucking run. I fucking run my ass off, man, because I'm like, this dude's going to fuck me up. I don't want to get beat the hell up. I'm fucking running, and all I hear is screaming and yelling behind me. So much so, while I'm running forward, I glance over my shoulder, only to see this dude pull a fucking gun out of the back of his ass. But his attention is on the girl, because she's got her arms around his waist again. She's not letting go. He's stepping off of the fucking curb with her latched around his fucking waist, trying to step on her off the window.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Hey, we got tight left. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Key him. Key the tight end. Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
And I hear tires squeal behind me. This guy barely had thrown his car into reverse and backed up towards me. When he pulls up alongside me, he's just off the curb. I look into his window while I'm running forward because his car's speed is matching, my running speed. And he looks at me, and he's got his one hand in the wheel, and he's got his other hand full of money, and he's pointing it out the window towards me and motioning me with the money. He's like, come here, man. Hey, come here, bro. Come here.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. His throw caught. at about the 5. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Chiefs have got it on cruise control. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. And now out comes Houston. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. So you can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense. But when you turn it over, it changes momentum. And when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles, rolling in the 2nd quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense, because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making.
Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a KC touchdown. And remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League.
It could have been no more than 3 or 4 seconds after I got my entire body under this fucking car. I hear behind me, and a couple seconds after that, I hear, just goes to show you how passionate this dude was about doing whatever he had planned to do to me. This motherfucker made 6 fucking passes back and forth, looking for me all the time, fucking speeding. And whenever he made it to the end to fucking flip a bitch, he did it. His tires always squealed. Man, I stayed underneath that car for what had to be at least an hour and a half, 2 hours. I knew it was at least an hour and a half, because when I dove under the car, it was completely daylight outside. When I came out from up under that car, it was motherfucking pitch black night. I got a bit of a fucking dilemma. I don't want to walk all the way up or all the way back down the fucking block and walk the next street over because it's too close to the car.
Here's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And, oh, a big collision there. He's hit and knocked backward at the 21-yard line. Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
In jacked up situations. They don't do anything to do with it. They mind their own business, and they stay far away from anyone who's in fucking trouble. I picked the second option, and that was the 3 gate.
And now out comes Houston. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a wrong touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. Now a second down throw for Kaiser. And they'll get him down here at the 23. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
They go play action. Kaiser. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Chris Jones in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. This may be one of the best stretches of defensive football that I've seen. I don't know about you. 5 sacks last week. Now 3 here in this affair.
I would agree with that, and I've enjoyed watching the skill that's gone into it. You can see the intelligence behind it as well. He's watched tape, and he's setting people up. But relentless, that's the one word that keeps coming to mind. He does not want to be denied at getting to the quarterback.
And they're not denying him. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3. They run again with Hunt. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
This guy's well on his way.
Hey, what's up, guys? Boy Blasting says D on the mic. You already see what's going through in the background, so you already know what time it is. Hit explosions on these niggas. Today I got a bit of a treat for you guys. Now, you guys overwhelmingly on my request. I've just now started playing scary games for you guys, and I get...
And now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
I like to call this story. I used to live in a motherfucking old My family had went through some financial issues.
Mahomes now on first down. That's out to Hill, right side complete. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Overwhelmingly creepy sensation that I was being fucking watched. And I didn't know where the fuck it was coming from. I had my mom around, I had my brothers, my sisters, my mom's boyfriend, and the landlord was there as well, getting the final down payment from my mom. So I'm walking past him with one of my boxes, and I overhear him say, now, whatever you do, just don't touch the rocking chair or the chest in the basement. I did not know what the hell that meant. There's no reason for me to think that there's something ominous afoot here. So I walked past, I put all my stuff up in my room. Unbeknownst to me, that would be one of the 3 times I would ever go into that goddamn attic room. While I was up there, I could not put my foot on it. Something fell out of place.
And now a first down following that long gain.
Figure out something fell out of place as all living shit. After putting my stuff together,
Hunt gets it on the draw from Mahomes. Powers, and he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there.
I figured it might have been just something wrong with me.
And the Chiefs just continue to pour it on. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. Comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. On second down, Kaiser again. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Justin Houston in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will have the highlights and analysis of this first half from our studios in Orlando.
And I have a feeling those highlights will be pretty one-sided, too.
I think you're right, partner. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. He did well to get him 8 yards, but it's still going to mean a call to the punt team on 4th down.
Now's a good chunk of yardage picked up there, and the big fella, sometimes he doesn't need a whole lot of space created. He can make his own way.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Fielding just inside the 20. Whoosh. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down. They go play action. Now Mahomes. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down. Well, he's been the guy. Already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And out of bounds all the way down at the 2-yard line. A gain of 39 that time.
No bullshit. Andre, and if you blinked, you would have missed it. And I can't make this shit up. A little bit of backstory on Andre. He is one of the most docile people I have ever met in my life. He's also one of the most intellectual.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Mahomes going to throw. That's caught at the 2. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Chris Conley as the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs have got it on cruise control.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. And he knocks it through. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Let's go! Brad 38! Brad 38!
They go with Irvin to start the drive. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Here we go! What?
Again, they run. Again, it's Irvin. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down at the 24-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout as we send you over to our headquarters in Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. Let's take a look back at the first half. The Texans have really struggled out of the gate here. The Chiefs have done whatever they want, and they'll just try to keep that up in the second half. All right, let's get straight to it. Here's some highlights from the first half. Texans set up for the kickoff. The return will start from the 49. And he's gone as he sprints to the end zone. That puts them up by a touchdown. Now 1st and 10. On the run, the ball comes loose. Chiefs and...
Sorry, Larry. Your hard work appreciated by so many men and women, but not today as we get back to the action in the second half. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. On the handoff, this is Irvin. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start.
Oh, Kaiser can't get away, and he'll go down. Justin Houston in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
And there's a good opportunity to just went awry there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
So the D-line's going to spread out. Kaiser from the gun on 3rd. And this is going to be incomplete. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. They'll look to set up his blockers. There'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Josh Carraway coming in from that outside linebacker spot. He gets him down for a loss of 5. Throwing now is Mahomes. Now they go screen. It's complete. A big hit. Knocked down sideways at the 28. The screen does get him 9, but it also brings up a 4th down. They run for it with Hunt, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. A gutsy decision there at this stage in the second half in their own territory. And a decision that they might... And oh, my goodness, he loses it again. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They go play fake. Mahomes. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... And that's caught inside the 30. A gain of 39 that time.
We saw him hit a big play there on a deep post. And most of the time, the post isn't available because usually you have defenders in the middle of the field. But if you throw enough curls and crossing routes and underneath routes, I know from experience, they get tired of watching those balls get caught. They start to creep up a little bit, and that's when you can hit them big over the top.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Of course, we in a route. We start fucking dying laughing, man. This is the funniest shit I've ever seen in my life. And his eyes are like, please, there's a dick in my butt. No, mind you, we laughed for a good minute and a half. Jose still is not.
Hello? Hello? Hello?
他妈骗我一个活了。
我是喏。
我你做生意好扛啊，我要不注意做生做到干啦。上过已经就干了，没有办法。我见过的扛不住的呀。
7 minutes.
And now the offense operates in the red zone.
Watch tight. Tight is right. Watch tight. Tight is right. All right, here we go. Boom, down it. Boom, over. Check. Detroit. No. Check.
In motion, Hill. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And they're going to speed things up here. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The quarterback run good for 10 that time, but it does lead to a 3rd down.
No. Check. Patriot. Here we go now. Green, 39. Detroit in now. Barney. Here we go.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete. So now 4th down looming. Remember, these guys went for it on their last drive, but it didn't work out.
Even though it didn't work out, I would not be surprised at all if they went ahead and did it again.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Darn right.
Flushed out right. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Chiefs just continue to pour it on.
He didn't originally want to run, but he didn't see anything in the passing game, so he scrambled, and wouldn't you know it, he scores a touchdown anyway. It's awfully nice to have a quarterback who can make things happen with his legs.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded to the chalk of the 10. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance. And to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
And now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? And his pass incomplete. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be knocked down sideways. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. Well, his defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him, bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Runs through the contact. And he's got it across midfield and down to about the 47-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. And he motions the wide receiver. They'll run again with Hunt. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A big play there. 47 yards. And the Chiefs have got it on cruise control. And on that long, caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And now out comes Houston. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough, because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, You need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Let's go! Brand 38!
On 3rd down, Kaiser. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Chris Jones in there to get him, and that is sack number 15 for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
This will be fielded at the 17. Fights through, and now a crease. Skirts by him at the 35. So possession goes over here on the punt. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the road
true.
to be fairly clear
that is
by the time
one
we have to
positive.
leave the booth.
Here's Mahomes to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Mahomes now on first down. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Sammy Watkins with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs just continue.